did Mama Tina get Beyoncé out of a hairy situation?
And is Gayle King, honey, getting messier than ever?
And T-Pain don't give a damn if you like his dance moves. We got a lot to get to, so let's get this started.
All right, y'all. Todd and Julie Chrisley and their family have reason to celebrate. After being in prison since January of 2023 for tax evasion and bank fraud, President Trump officially pardoned them. Their daughter Savannah picked Todd up when he was released, and despite being car sick on the ride home, she took a minute to check out her dad's muscles. Check this out.
Guys, I puke.
I didn't have to deal with this in prison.
What are you trying to get me to do?
Feel that muscle.
Oh, yeah, fail the muscle. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard.
Todd's jacked.
Jacked.
Okay, so some fans questioned why Todd wasn't showing his face, but others thought it made sense, saying he hasn't had Botox in a couple years. Meanwhile, Joe Exotic's husband Jorge has been making videos begging Trump to do right by Joe.
Hola, muy buenas tardes a todos.
And after the Chrisleys were pardoned, Joe himself hopped on X and he said, I guess being innocent isn't enough in America. They all admitted to perjury on world television, but yet I'm left to die of cancer before I get any help.
That is wild, the people that he pardoned and the people that he refuses to, like, you know, throw an alley-oop to.
There seems to be a common denominator.
Jorge ain't getting jacked, okay?
Yeah.
He turned the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
That's true.
Okay,
he
he
stuck with
ain't
that
paying no attention to Jorge, and he mad at Joe for marrying Jorge.
Yeah.
Child, please.
But even before, like, when he was in office and he wasn't married to Jorge, he still wasn't giving Joseph Exotic no love.
Child.
That's it. So I think Savannah, I think Savannah probably was throwing them because they smelled like the pen, and it made her nauseated.
Okay,
Because why would she be throwing up in the car?
You know, they take showers in there.
Well, evidently, honey, she used a better soap, honey, or something, because, honey, she was throwing up in her mom and dad in the car.
And good for him for, like, you know, staying in shape in jail, because he had unlimited shake weights around him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All you can shake weights.
Yeah. That is so funny. Oh, my God.
Anyway, okay, y'all, honey, now I've said it before, baby, honey. If a regular person finds a way to sue, honey, a celebrity, they're gonna do it. Now, Ryan Phillippe, honey, is one of the investors, y'all, of the upscale Beverly Hills steakhouse, The Hideaway. And, honey, a woman named Miss Jody Sanders is suing Ryan because an unattended wax, honey, candle burned her hair. Now, she's also suing, honey, the restaurant's owner, and she's seeking unspecified damages, honey. The Hideaway, so that's a restaurant in Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a gay club in Dallas.
Think they franchised?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
If they doing steaks and, you know.
Have you ever gotten your hair burned at the Hideaway in Dallas?
No, honey, I haven't gotten my hair burned there. Depends on which hair. But
But that is why, I mean, like, because do you really feel like it's the restaurant's fault? I mean, granted, you don't want to have it so close to the people to where they could come in close contact and burn themselves up, but you also shouldn't be walking around like with fake synthetic hair bundles.
Well, my thing is like, when has a candle snuck up on you?
yeah.
That candle was just there minding his business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The candle been sitting there burning all day.
You've been chilling.
Ain't bothering nobody.
Oh, that's sad, poor thing. Well, I hope they give her money. Maybe she had a wig on. It probably was a good synthetic wig.
It probably definitely was not synthetic.
Which one
Because
is
what
the
burns
real?
faster?
Human.
A human burn faster?
Human hair is real, the real
So
one.
yeah, with hers was
faster?
synthetic.
Synthetic is plastic.
Oh, yeah, that probably plastic because it caught on fire that quick, honey.
No, hair burns quick, Gary.
Really?
Real hair.
Oh, because Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's right.
I sent them on a spiral.
Too soon. Too soon, Gary.
His birthday soon, I think. All right, well, Broadway diva Patti LuPone used to be friendly with fellow Tony winner Audra McDonald, but it seems like that's over and done with. Now, Patti recently dissed Audra in an interview saying she was not a friend. So when Audra sat down to talk to Gayle King, of course, Gayle had to ask about it. Check it out.
Of course.
Were you surprised to hear that said about you from her? And I'm not trying to start a Broadway dust-up here, but I'm wondering how you process.
I haven't seen her in about 11 years just because I've been busy just with life and stuff. So I don't know what rift she's talking about, but we'd have to ask her.
With a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a Broadway way.
Yeah.
You know?
Patti LuPone, no, that sounds like a drag queen. They had a drag queen named Patti LuPone.
That's probably Patti LuBone. Yeah.
But yo, like the way she said, ain't trying to be messy before she said something messy is kind of like how people say, yo, no disrespect.
Right.
And then insert
No
disrespectful
tea, no
thing.
shade. Right.
All the shade coming.
Right.
I just want to know how you're processing.
Gail watches this show, honey. She
I'm
see
not
me.
trying to be, you know. Yes, you are, Gail.
A Broadway dust-up.
Yeah, do you feel like Gail stole that from you?
She did. Hell, she watched this show, honey. And she know, honey, how I ask questions, you know, and I'm not trying to be messy.
Oh, God. Well, speaking of messy, Gary, Tina Knowles is talking about the time she got messy with her own hair. In her book, Matriarch, Miss Tina recalls being the hairstylist for Destiny's Child first video for No, No, No Part 2. Beyonce was just 16, and Mama Tina was going to let her have blonde highlights for the first time, but they were just going to be pieces that were glued in. Well, when they got to the set, Mama Tina realized she didn't bring enough hair pieces, but she had blonde highlights in her own hair. So she did what she had to do. She said, I looked at myself in the mirror, took a little scissors, and began to cut some highlights from my own hair, just enough here and there to glue into my daughter's hair without leaving me bald-headed. Now that is dedication.
You think she would have did that for the others?
No. No.
Yes,
That was
teamwork.
really nice, yeah. Because people don't play about their hair. They real hair, they ain't cutting it.
I feel so sorry for Kelly and LaToya. and all
No,
the other ones.
they looked amazing too in that video.
But they didn't have no highlights, Brat.
Maybe they didn't want any.
Their mothers might not have been on set with highlighted hair to cut out.
Look at that poor thing, honey.
All right, well, most everybody loves seeing ladies twerk, but guys who do it don't get the same reaction. Now, T-Pain was just called out for making his cheeks clap, and he had plenty of time, so he clapped back. He said, please don't block me if you're in a closet and can't live your life without worrying about if strangers know your sexual orientation. I've been married for 22 years, and I'm definitely not concerned about if some random dude from Albany thinks I'm gay for having the time of my life during a performance. Y'all need some hobbies.
Oh, wait, oh. Well, we finally know what the T stands for.
Twerk pain. And the guy who probably said what he said probably watched this video 4 times before he said it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying T-Pain gay because I'm sure he's not, but just because you was married for 22 years don't mean nothing. Look how long Puffy been with all the women and stuff, honey.
Oh
What
my
he
God,
done.
Gary. T-Pain always dances in his shows. He always has a great time. He moves around. He enjoys himself. If don't nobody else have a good time, he gonna have a damn good time at his own show. And that makes people enjoy and get into the show.
And he also wasn't twerking out here with his hands on his knees, you know what I'm saying? He was just giving them a little
Well,
shake.
they got different versions of twerking. You got to just put your hands on your knees.
Oh.
He did a good job at it.
How would you rate that twerk out of 10?
Oh, that twerk was a 10. Yeah, because it's almost give you an example of what he does, you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think the people that he's watched dance to his music over the years and all the parties he's been to, man, he study people, man. He big silly.
Would you do that haircut? Because it almost look like you twerking.
Nah, I don't got the skill set. That's not my idea of fun.
No. Okay. Well, up next, honey, someone's going from the White Lotus to Survivor. Find out who it is right after the break.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
Welcome back.
Hey!
Okay, y'all, Survivor has been one of the biggest reality shows on TV since it premiered way back in, get this, the year 2000.
Oh, wow.
And since they do 2 seasons a year, they've just announced their 50th season is going to air next year. The cast is going to consist entirely of previous contestants. And check this out. White Lotus writer and director Mike White, who was runner-up on the show's 37th season back in 2018, is coming back again to compete one more time. Would you go back to a reality show like Survivor after creating a hugely successful show like the White Lotus?
I mean, if you feel like you almost won or got close that last time, you feel like you probably got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me complete this.
No, but I would think like Portia. I mean, Portia was on this show and she didn't come back and she became a big success. So I guess I probably was like her. I wouldn't come back.
Would you come back to Dish Nation after you became a big success?
That's what I was just talking about.
He said he won't.
You're not going to?
Well, I mean, I would like to watch y'all work.
Oh.
We won't be here either.
All right, well, here's a heartwarming story. A woman named Eleanor Hershey was reunited with her 1988 prom date, Dr. Sean Moyer, through kidney donation. So listen to this. Eleanor decided to become a living kidney donor since she's healthy and wanted to help people. Then she found out through mutual friends that her prom date from back in the day needed a kidney and was on a waiting list to get a donor. Now, don't get ahead of me, y'all, but they're both married to other people. So it wasn't a love connection. She got tested and her kidney wasn't a match for him, but the story don't end there. Now, thanks to the National Kidney Registry's paired exchange program, even though Eleanor's kidney went to someone else, Sean got a voucher that prioritized him and bumped him up the waiting list. So he still won.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I guess.
You guess.
Gary, you want to donate a kidney?
Girl, and I have a scan tomorrow, so.
Let him know what's up. Tell him you got 2. You want to get rid of one of them.
Girl, I told you I got a scan tomorrow. I got to make sure I have a spot on my kidney.
Oh, no, it's going to be all right.
Okay.
You can function with one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let that other one go. Help somebody.
Would y'all do that? Oh, yeah, would y'all do
help
that?
people.
Would y'all come on, be real.
I'm still using both of mine right now.
Yeah,
but
mine
I
are
could,
kind of occupied too. Okay, y'all, it's time for
Didn't See This Coming.
All right, there's a private club in South Carolina called Carolina Foothills Resort, and they're getting ready to hold a 5K run. But this won't be any old regular race because it's actually a nudist resort, and the event will be a clothing optional trail run called Buck Creek Streak. Ooh, and if you're interested, you got a couple of weeks because it takes place on Saturday, June 14th. Now, would y'all consider doing something like this?
Nah.
Look at Gary's big ass smile.
Baby.
I saw all them teeth. Would you do this?
Well, I probably wouldn't do it, but I would like to be there to see it. Could you imagine, baby, all those things just slapping at you in the face when you're running?
Wow.
See, here's my thing. Y'all call me crazy, but like, what if it's okay? So it's a 5K run. That's just over 3 miles. I run 5 miles on a regular basis, and the people who are probably signing up for this probably don't run on a regular basis. And so, like, wouldn't it be kind of dope to talk about, yo, I won the 5K nude race?
That is a flex.
That's right
It is
to
a
say
flex.
I won it.
This is weird because women with big boobs, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And dudes with big donkeys, that's gonna not be
But it's gonna
comfortable
pop 'em in the
either.
face.
Yeah, like so this will probably not be people who are well endowed or too bust chested
I know,
heavy.
I feel like some people who are just like super well endowed would like do really well. I don't.
Well, oh
they
my
would-
God!
I
It
can
seemed
see
like
you
it
running
would be
town.
uncomfortable,
Yeah, they
guys.
might win it because they won 5 miles on a regular basis.
Guys have like a cup or something.
Nothing.
Oh Lord!
Nude girl.
Every day in the boys just diddle-diddle-dee out there in the
Just
field.
think if their blood pressure go up, it would really be something.
Yeah.
Up next, honey, Clarissa Shields, baby, is letting us know she's been that girl, honey. Thank you very much. Details after the break.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
Welcome back.
Hey!
Honey, now, as you guys know, honey, it's playoff season and the boys are getting petty.
Uh-oh.
And I love to see it. So, y'all, Ben Stiller is calling sports commentator Pat McAfee weird, honey, for encouraging a crowd to boo him and some other A-listers at the Pacers-Knicks game in Indiana. Check this out.
Indianapolis, Indiana. We got some big wigs from the big city in the building. Spike Lee is here. Ben Stiller is here. Timothy Chalamet is here. Let's send these sons of back to New York with the
So Ben responded to this clip saying, yes, weird. We were happy, honey, to be there and cheer our team and others did that. Indy fans were awesome. So Headkrack and Tanner, is it really that serious? Or...
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, like with sports and stuff like that, yo, people get violent. Like, you ever see like the big rivalries between like Philly and Cowboys? That's football, but you know, like people take their sports stuff very passionately.
Yeah, but that's rude. That's disrespectful. I would sue him because that's public humiliation. Would y'all respond if y'all were booed, or y'all would just take it like gentlemen and just like, you know, turn the cheek like Martin Luther King said?
Yeah, you gotta be like a bad guy wrestler. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, bring it on. Hate you all. You know, like lean into it.
Oh my God. All right, right, y'all, moving on. Boxer Clarissa Shields is back on live yet again. And this time it's to let everybody know she's been that girl. And this message comes after seeing trolls give credit to her boyfriend Papoose for her glow up.
I can stop saying that Pap is dressing me, he's getting my hair done, he's getting my makeup, like he's putting all this stuff in place for me because he is not. It's the reason why he was attracted to me, and I've been a fly, badass chick since, I gotta say 21. I'd say 17 too, I was good then. But no, definitely 21.
I don't know, man. I watch a lot of boxing, man. The way she's been stepping out lately, this is a new look.
She's in more of a feminine energy with him.
Yeah. She look like Remy.
No, no, she don't.
You don't think she look like Remy? She don't give you Remy
Absolutely
vibes?
not.
She's a black woman.
But also, can we get that photo back up? Can we get that photo back up? I mean, look, we're looking at somebody right here. It's like she's just fought. She's just picked up her gold medal. Like, that's what an athlete looks like when they step out of the ring. And then the other photo is like when a lovely woman has probably taken an hour or many hours to get herself ready for an event.
Yeah, and you don't want to look soft and punchable going into the ring.
That looks like broke, and that looks like, nah, I got money. So that's how that looked to me, honey.
No, that looks like boxing.
We didn't know her until Papoose started dating her.
Clarissa Shields. Like,
I know Layla Ali.
Okay.
Because you're from a time,
That's
but
a different era.
That's
a
before.
different era.
Now.
She doesn't box anymore.
Yeah.
Who, Layla?
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't?
no.
Nobody told me.
I thought you knew Muhammad.
Up next, find out which NBA player needs a wife, according to some commentators. Ladies, could that be you? That tea after the break.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
Welcome back. It's time for a Dish Debate. All right, so during a recent episode of First Take, Kendrick Perkins says he doesn't think Anthony Edwards is ready to be the face of the NBA, and it has nothing to do with his moves on the court. Check this out.
You got to be a role model, right? And things outside the lines matter. Now, if you go down the list of all the faces of the league in the history of the game, you look at Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, LeBron, Steph. What did they all have in common? While they was playing in the league, they all were family men.
So, since this episode, Kendrick has tweeted an apology saying that he is one of his favorite players and he was not trying to take a personal shot at him. But do you agree that because he's not a role model off the court, he can't be the face of the NBA?
I disagree. It's about how you perform on the court. In my opinion, your personal life don't matter. It's a sport, and if you're doing great for your team and your city and in the sport, then you should be the face. You can be the face of it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
He may not found the
married.
right white woman yet. Hell, he needs to give him some time.
The Jordan occupies a certain space, LeBron occupies a certain space because they're very sort of like family man oriented.
If I was him, I would want to reap all the benefits of being an NBA player while you still young to reap said benefits.
Sure. Right,
yeah.
right.
Man, find a family when you retire.
He shouldn't have to be forced to get married to be the face of the NBA. If he's good,
Didn't they
he's good.
force Travis Hunter to get married?
No, I feel like that girl did.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Well, honey, that's all the time we have for today. You know, I am the perfect role model, so come back.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, don't forget to hit us up on social media. We're on all these platforms at Dish Nation. We'll see you there.